but I remember that from Smoking Gossip because he was so young, and me and Spoil was so amazed by how much of a student he was. Like, damn,
Appreciate
you know what
it.
I'm saying?
You gotta, not to say I know some shit, but you gotta try to learn some shit so you can think you know some shit. That's why. So,
For sure, that totally makes sense. The Jazzy Faye and Akon. Yeah.
oh man, yeah, Jazzy Fade, that nigga's crazy. Again, disclaimer, movie. I'm chopped, so I really should have started off with Jazzy Fade in the top three. He might get on my case next time I see him out. But you know what I'm saying? That nigga's a genius.
So,
No, like he played me a song and I was like moved to tears, like had to leave the studio and go smoke and come back in. Like that nigga's a fool with it, bro.
that's what's up.
That nigga be cooking. Like,
That's what's up.
yeah. But Akon, he dope too, bro. He's real like business orientated, bro. Like he'll make you want to just like boss your whole way of thinking up. You know what I'm saying? Just how he move and the charismatic enigma he keeps around him, bro. It's crazy. So
That's what's up. What's the connection to Blackout Entertainment? How did that?
oh man, Black is my uncle, man. Yeah, man. So shit. It was just only right. They just be catching up with Unc, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like a while, you know what I mean, catch up to him.
Free Black, by the way.
Oh man.
Till it's backwards.
Till it's backwards and never say it again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up. So, because I know a lot of people was wondering, because people don't assume that you aren't from here, and then the next question like that is like, how the hell did they get?
Yes,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But it's a family situation.
Like that's why I said what I aforementioned. Like I be in the cut. Like you fuck around, walk through the forest, you ran out of gas, and you like, damn, let me just pick up this rock for some reason, and I'm under there.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I be in the cut, bro. So it just I don't know, bro. I be comfortable in like basements with speakers and weed, and the weed man live up the street, and then there's covers nearby. Like I be secluded, bro. But it all makes sense and it preserves me. So
So right now, like I know you like about to get a budget and all that, so I'm gonna get all into your business. I mean, you can get 3 dream collabs.
oh man.
Who would they be?
See, I like the way you formulated that question because a motherfucker say if there's three people you wanted to work with, so the aspect of dream makes it more mysterious. It's more permissive.
So yeah, it could be whatever your fantasies are. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. So, um, well, my first dream collab that I had, like as a younger lad, I wanted to make a beat and then have Frank Ocean sing the hook and have a Weekend do a verse and then I do a verse. However, that'll mesh together because I can't fuck with them in the R&B realm yet, but I'm gonna get there and hopefully that'll be possible.
If those niggas is goals, you on your right path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That nigga Weekend has just became the most streamed black artist on Spotify.
I've been listening to Dog since '08.
Me too.
Yeah.
House of
I'm talking House of Balloons. That goes to Southside Thursday. 27 songs before he put out a trilogy and had to bring new songs to make it 30.
Yeah,
Been listening to Dog. Respectfully.
Facts.
Respectfully.
Facts.
But
Mixtape Weekend.
oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, big mixtape. But second I would say I want to do a record with Post Malone. Um then I want to do an R&B record with like SZA. But that's three right there. But one of my big dream collabs, one of the biggest ones, is I want to do like a Rick Ross vibe rap. So like some real triumphant shit. But Kiki Wyatt got to give me one of them Tiana Taylor type hooks, like
Yeah,
Jasmine
yeah.
Sullivan vibes.
Facts.
But I gotta go crazy. Twice 16. Yeah.
So, all that shit sound like album shit to me.
Oh,
nigga.
man.
You know, I keep that. I ain't
I'll
gonna
send
get, we
you.
ain't gonna get
I'll
into
send you
it.
that.
Oh yeah, let me get one of them.
I'll send you.
We ain't gonna.
Real thing, eh?
Don't worry about that.
What age were you when you started taking this very seriously?
Shit. Age. I was born at 6:03 a.m., so I'd probably say probably like 6:05. Somewhere.
Bart, you've been on that type of time. I can dig it. I can dig it for sure. Your relationship with YSL.
Oh man, so Free Thug.
Free
man.
Thug.
And then I had met Thug because shout out Des Gray. I was Thug's sister Dora. I played her boyfriend in her Como Te Amo music video. Yeah, yeah. So
Wow, I know that song. That's crazy. Yeah.
Clayton nigga.
That song's on a collabo. Is that
Yeah,
it's a collaboration?
Yeah, no, it's on the last one they did right now.
That's what's up, man. I didn't know that. I've never seen that video, but I know that song because that's how much I played that
It's on
song.
the page, and they made me the thumbnail. That was love right
Oh,
there.
okay, that's
Yeah,
love.
that was love. That's love right there. Shout out to this great.
That's what's up. I put that question on here. I had no idea that was going to be the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up, man. What's next? As much as you can tell us.
I'm gonna say right in the direct near a couple days. I'm gonna say probably a lot of clothes gonna be made. Some shit gonna be posted. I'm getting my little. I got a website. It's under construction as is everything. I like shit that's conceptual
too.
Yeah, that right there. I got a couple more pieces I gotta assemble, and then I'm gonna put a capsule up. I'm gonna try to do a little link where in your bio you print the joint, the white background pop up with the shit, a little picture of the price. I'm gonna do that. But aside from the clothing thing, because I really gotta go crazy with the clothes. Like what they charging for the minuscule shit that they put out here, like it's crazy. But respectfully, we're gonna do that. And then got a project coming. Gotta finalize the track list.
How many songs you got right now?
I probably like 400 songs in total.
Y'all hear that? 400. You got like 400 songs.
And if I'm off, if
You're
it's
not
if
working.
it's here nor there,
They're not working.
if it's give or take, it's at least 350. I'm content saying like 60 something. And that's like bounced MP3s. Like if we talking like phone freestyles too, like in shit from 5-6 iPhones ago I can't get into, and like my crashed laptop from 2011 through 15 of just freestyles in the Audacity before I got Pro Tools, it's probably like more than that. But respectfully, concisely, that we can go feasibly ascertain right now, probably like 3 something.
I know to a listening party that I got tagged in on Instagram. They said you took 90 records.
Yeah, and I produced half of them. The rest was by
Yeah.
respected super producers. Yeah.
Well, you took 90 records to a listening session for labels. I'm like, what the fuck, my nigga?
It was probably overzealous, but shit.
It was like play number 78.
I like number 62 and number 29. Like, damn.
Nigga shopping for cars, he goes to a car lot.
Oh, yeah.
He might not sift through all 1,000 whips, but they're there.
You're absolutely right. When you want what Don say on dating sites, women do what? Right. Yeah, so
They swipe left.
Let me swipe left. Yeah, because they doing this. That's the same thing as what he was in there doing the labels. Like, oh, what you want? Press the space bar. I'm on Instagram Live. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this nigga won't stop. Like, this shit is crazy.
Then it was crack after crack.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a different type of vibe, and I just think for my city, right? Because that I'm always parading and carrying a flag for this city. You know what I mean? My dad did it. And I'm trying to do the same thing in any capacity that I can do it musically with this platform, whenever I can do it. But we need people like you. You know what I mean? When I talk to Destiny Lynn, I tell her to stay on what you're doing because we need
Destiny Lynn's crazy.
Yeah, we need every facet of this shit. As much as we need, the certified trappers and the trap niggas that's got motion and out here, we need cats that's doing other shit because rap is so diverse at this point. It's not just. You know what I mean? It's not as boxed in to just gangster rap or just this or just that. We need a little saucy. We need, you know what I mean? We need everybody.
And expect a lot more Instagram freestyles, because I'm going to pop back out and get back to biting y'all niggas' heads off with these bars and shit, man. Don't think we just taking bitches to the moon and getting them red bottoms and then seeing Jazzy Faye and shit. Like, nah, bitch, I still go crazy.
I was going to ask you about that. When the last time you dropped one of them? I ain't seen that.
Man, I've been sewing and getting arthritis and all type of other shit. I'm back. Fuck.
So I see you with the capsule. Are you planning on selling music with the capsule? As a merch situation, or is it really you really just finna drop fashion?
Drive in there. No, I'm finna do clothes. You can hear some slaps while you purchase.
Yeah.
Might play in the background of the pop-up shop, but shit, nah, what you niggas to buy pants and vest?
I think from being an artist from
beats,
let's say 15 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. It's different for today's artists. I think you have to have all that shit in your bag today. You know what I mean? When I was coming up in the mixtape era and all that type of shit.
It's the mixtape era, bro, I got so many rap records that don't get to see the light right now because we doing this mega pop shit.
We was arguing, we was debating Wayne, right? And we was trying to figure out, like, certain people like from my era don't really try to respect his mixtape.
Wayne is the greatest,
right?
of all.
But the thing that I don't get him started, but the thing that I always respected about that bag from Wayne is I understood the place he was artistically when the mixtape happened. The mixtape happened because the label wouldn't let him just put out music that he thought. When you just sat here and said, "Man, I got shit that's just sitting around that's fire." Well, Wayne felt the same way. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you love it. It ain't the label that's holding these records back. Right. They'll be out in a minute. I'm saying at that time, eventually his label came around to allow him to drop whatever. But at this time, he had to put his foot down and pivot. You see what I'm saying? Because they were trying to make the nigga Lil Bow Wow, bro.
Mixtapes are the Olympics. Mixtapes go. They go. A classic mixtape is a gold medal.
Yes.
A classic album is a ring.
Apple Music kind of killed off Mr. Mixtape, dog, and I don't know why, bro. Like the creepiest shit to me is that like back in the day you could like buy an album, right? And that was that. The whole Apple Music, Spotify shit is just mind-boggling to me, bro. Because it's like, all right, like you gotta stream this shit umpteen amount of times where it equals, okay, you gave this nigga his $16.99, $21.99 for his deluxe. Like that shit's crazy. So, and then you frowned upon if you don't have a bazillion streams, and it's like, my G, what we doing?
So like, it's dope to hear you say that because something I reference on the show a lot. I'm your OG and my OG, our OG. Baby Drew brought that point up at the show. Mm-hmm. He was doing a show. Packed room. We in there sweating. We rapping every word. He looked over at me, Ray, Rizzy, a couple of other rappers from the city. He looked over at us. He said, "You know why these people in here sweating like this, y'all?" We like, "Why, Drew?" He said, "Because they paid $18.99 for this shit when it came out."
That's deep right there.
You know what I'm saying? They appreciate it more. Not to say that today's music isn't dope, but it's what you're saying. It's the way you have to consume it.
Yeah,
just to make sure a nigga get his money. A nigga that you're a fan of, to make sure he get his money, you got to overconsume the shit.
Everything.
To make sure that he compensates.
But Chad, and man, because I'm not trying to like condescend or speak ill on the state of things, but just at the minutia of things, it's like certain shit just don't make sense no more, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not really a consumer's game no more. Like, your favorite artist to drop. And shit used to be a moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga, and they probably still do this, but like, a nigga drop a deluxe and it'll come with a t-shirt folded up. It'll be pop-up cardboards at Target. That shit'll be by the granola bars, at the Pizza Hut up front, at the Starbucks, in the toy aisle, by the fish food. And it's like, now it's just fucking ads that float by and shit. And Tubi ads and YouTube. Bro, it's just like, it's so much music now. And again, not the shit on TikTok. We fuck with y'all. But it's like a lot of niggas come and go because the song gets hot, but they don't get a chance to know the artist, bro. It's like a Scalez and all this shit and all that. Girls, players too. Respectfully, dope records. But then by the time you wake up tomorrow and scramble your motherfucking eggs, you done sifted through Spotify 6-7 times. You didn't save nothing to the playlist half the time, and you can't. Because by the time you like, oh, what was that song? Target Pharmacy now offering reduced symptom. Like, my nigga, it's a whole lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. You gotta really have some wherewithal to sift through this shit, man. But when you do, and you make good music, hey, life is good.
So as you brought up Wayne and he said rap was the Olympics, my last two questions, one before we finish, is who's your rap starting five? You a GM of a rap league. You gotta pick your starting five.
Right now or overall?
Overall in history.
Oh, spicy.
I ain't gonna make it easy like right now. I know you got your current niggas.
We can do this.
5 is so minute, bro. Like, damn.
No, you don't get 5, bro.
You see the little garnishments, the bells and whistles?
Yeah.
What inspired me?
These
cool.
Guys.
We going Biggie, Wale, Wayne, Ross, and then we going. I might have to change Biggie out because Biggie hard. He one of my favorites, but I don't know. Stay in there, dog. Bro, like I wanted him to respectfully, unfortunately. Damn, because Drake might have to be right here, but if that's the case, then somebody gotta go right here. No, because I fit Ross and Wayne in there. That was quintessential. While they can't, they do him solos today. You gotta be in there. 'Cause he fathers a lot of these niggas. Do I want to be disrespectful and switch Biggie for Thug? Find out next time.
Yeah.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Today.
I might have
the
to
next
switch
episode.
Biggie. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I love you. I might have to switch Biggie for Thug, man. And that's Young, not Slim. Shout out Slim, but this Young. Yeah. Man, shit. I hate to do it to you. 10 crack commandments wasn't cracking enough, my dude. Shit. Nigga, did you just hear Wale say I misused the I misuse? Oh, shit. Current Wale. More about nothing Wale. Attention deficit Wale was crazy, man. Album about nothing Wale was a crazy man. Forlorn was a crazy man.
I think
Forlorn 2 was a crazy man. 11-1, 11 Theory was a crazy man.
I think we had a lot of rappers in that era come from what we was just talking about. Where they started in the mixtape era and it was hard for them to transition to what labels wanted them to do.
Now,
Because you got to think about it. Wale was signing Interscope first.
Yeah.
You remember he got dropped. The man had a record with the white girl that was hot at that time, and they ate his whole budget. Remember, they said for real produced the record.
yeah,
they ate
that's
his
what
whole
I was
budget.
gonna say.
Then
Like,
they put no push
that's
behind
not
it, and he got dropped. That's how Ross got him.
but see, the thing
Meek got dropped.
with Wale is that, and I'm not saying this to condescend on Wale, but as a fan of Wale and a person with attitude problems sometimes, if I'm irritated, unfortunately, his attitude though sometimes comes off overbearing from what I read in the interviews and the tabloids. Because, you know, I like, when I fuck with a person, an artist, I like to look up what per se went wrong or perceived went wrong or what them don't fuck with dog for. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel more times
It was
than
the way
not.
he handled the media.
Yeah.
He wasn't a media
There
darling.
you go. Yeah. Respectfully.
Drake wouldn't do interviews. Wale would, and he would say anything in interviews.
Yeah.
Kendrick was very careful about interviews. Wale would take every interview and be very blunt.
But
And
about
what Bible
current
says,
topics
yeah.
like that, you can't
And
do
totally,
that on.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's
have
not
a
just,
hard
I
line
don't like
stance.
orange juice. This nigga get on there and shit on half the faculty at the label. And it's like, my nigga, we can't defend you on this. A stream not gonna fix this sometimes.
Exactly.
You know, but he's very quintessential on why I am today. Like, I love poetry and just
That's what I was about to
I have an
say.
affinity with verbiage and language, bro. Like,
Wordplay.
yeah, I hate to be so condensed and say the English language, but I only speak English. I personally failed Spanish 3 times in high school. Just wasn't there for it, my nigga. I couldn't get my shit off like I wanted to. So, yeah. I just fuck with like communication and language. So it just makes me want to learn like wordplay, bounce syllables off each other, what rhymes. Like, I really fucked with Eminem a couple years ago when I finally heard that the nigga rhymed orange with something. It wasn't even like a reach. Like, you know, a nigga rhyming broccoli with helipad. Like, it's like, no, he pulled it off. So it's like, oh shit. But I love that you can do shit like that and articulate yourself. So.
For sure. That's dope.
That rubbing people the wrong way. You gotta come from the television.
Yeah, people are intimidated by that.
Oh, for sure.
My last question that I always close out every show that I do is love or loyalty.
I can love the fact that you're loyal. You know, I can't say that backwards. But that's a hard one.
No, you answered it. There's no right or wrong answer, first of all. I just had people pick one or the other, but most of the time when people answer it, love or loyalty is in their answer, whichever answer they pick. So we always say you can't have it.
Yeah, like they kind of go hand in hand because just from watching like sitcoms or movies or real life situations unfolding in front of me, like a motherfucker love you and still stab you in your back.
For sure.
And a motherfucker that stabs you in your back might love you. So it's like,
Circumstances.
yeah, everything's circumstantial.
For sure. And on that note, y'all, this was a special edition of the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast featuring the super dope Party at 4, man. Be on the lookout for everything this brother got going on that he about to drop from fashion and music.
We got it.
You know what I'm saying? It's up. Let the people know where they can find you at. You know what I mean?
Well, in 10 minutes, you can find me going the best up. But no, you can find me on all my handles at Party at 4. I always got to throw my little satire in. The Twitter is Party at 414 because a motherfucker done snatched up my goddamn moniker. So shit. When y'all relinquish that, I'm going to be back at y'all on there as Party at 4. But the YouTube and everything else is Party at 4. Y'all come tap in with me, man. We got merch for y'all, some clothes. We might got a bitch or two for you. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in.
And on that note, man, this was the Slick Talk from Scalez podcast. Well, I'll at y'all. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.